lot of madmen, maniacs, and lunatics have made their way right here to Memphis, Tennessee to try to make themselves a reputation off of the king. And another one that comes to mind that did just that, called Man Mountain Link.
I had about five different tours out there. I mean, it was great people to work for. Jerry Jarrett was a great guy. Lawler was great. And made good money, too. Still have friends to this day that I've made in Memphis and New Zealand as well.
Hey, yo, say hello to the bad guy. And I'm smartening you up. You want to check out Title Match Wrestling? All the cool cats are.